Hello everybody, welcome to this video. So today we're going to be taking a look at Python. So this series will be a tutorial series on Python. I plan on starting with the basics and getting more advanced as we go along. So in this video we're going to talk about what Python is, what it can do, what it can't do, and we're going to install it, and we're going to write some basic Python code in a text editor. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is look and talk about what Python is. So Python is a very popular programming language. You definitely have heard of it. And it's used for a lot of different things. It's used for web development. It can be used on the server side. You probably heard of Django REST framework or the Django framework. It can be used for software development. It can be used for math. There are a lot of libraries for data analysis like NumPy and Pandas. It can be used for web scraping. It can be used for a bunch of different things. And I plan to cover all of those types of things on this channel, but it's important to first go over the basics and learn exactly how to write Python code before we dive into any of those more advanced topics. So Python can work on any different platform. I'll be using a Mac in these series, but if you have Windows or even Linux, that's fine as well. So the first thing we're going to do is check to see if you have Python installed on your machine. So for that, I'm going to open up a new terminal window. And I'm going to simply type Python -- version. And you'll see since I get something, that means I have it installed. If you don't get anything, if you get no command named Python, that means you don't have it installed and you'll have to install it. So we will do that in 1 second. So if you notice, I have version 2.7.16. So the newest version of Python is Python 3, and that is what we're going to be using in this video. But I just have Python 2 globally installed on my machine. So to download Python, we can open a Chrome window, and we can go to python.org. We can go to the downloads page, and right here you can see download the latest version for Mac OS X, and the latest version is Python 3.8.2. So you can click on that if you don't already have it, and that will download it. Okay, so in my terminal window, I created a folder called Python, and that's where I'm going to store the files for this tutorial. If I type pwd, get my path of working directory, you can see this is where I am. So I'm in my main users folder, folder dev, folder YouTube, and folder Python. So now I'm going to create a Python file. So for that, I'm going to use the touch command, and the file name will be main, and then the extension for Python is .py. Enter. Now if we list all the files, you'll see we have a main.py Python file. So let's go ahead and open this in Visual Studio Code. Alright guys, so now that we're inside of Visual Studio Code, let's open up main.py. So inside here is where we can write all of our Python code. So the first thing we're going to do, pretty standard to every programming language, is print hello world. So in Python, you can do this with one line. So the print command in Python is simply the word print. And then we can write parentheses. So inside of here, we're going to write hello world, and that will be a string. So we're going to write quotation marks, hello, comma, world. And that right there will print out hello world. So to run Python files, you run it by typing a terminal command. So we need to go back into our terminal for this. So I'm actually going to use Visual Studio Code's integrated terminal. So I'm going to hit Control-Shift-P, and I'm going to search for terminal, hit enter, and right here, a terminal appears inside of our environment. So to run any Python file, you write Python space and then the name of the file. So in our case, main.py. And then we'll hit enter. And there we go. You see it outprints hello world. So congratulations, you just ran your first Python script. In the next video, we'll take a look at Python syntax, variables, and data types.